Britain has some of the most congested roads in Europe. And it's the emergency services on two wheels that can scythe through the traffic and get vital help where it's needed, fast. Police and paramedic bikers across the country race to protect the public and save lives. Coming up, a woman's in trouble.
Ow!
Why it doesn't pay to answer back.
See you in court for careless driving then.
A man fights for his life.
Keep still, keep still.
The dangers of dodgy suspension.
It's a bit like Russian roulette.
And the Birmingham paramedics meet some furry friends. Birmingham, the city centre. It's the middle of a busy day for the biker paramedics. They can take up to 20 emergency calls a day, and the next one's coming in. Responding, Mark Hayes. On his Yamaha FJR 1300, Mark can sprint across town faster than an ambulance. The bikes carry all the same equipment as an ambulance and are fitted with our cameras, so we arrive at the scene of an incident the second they do. Ambulance crews and the fire service are already on scene, but they need Mark's help. There could be serious injuries.
Say something, hello, mate. Hello, say hello. Come on, mate, say hello for us. You say hello. Go on then. You can do that. Is he with it yet, Mark? His eyes open. Is he with it though? He's moving about. He's not responding right.
The situation's critical. The air ambulance has been called.
All right, keep still, mate, keep still. Keep still, mate. Can you talk to us? Keep still. No, don't fight, it's all right. Might we get a cannula in for a... Keep still, chap. Stay still, mate. So we can get some sedation.
The man's not responding to any commands, and he's wrestling against the crews, both symptoms of serious head injury.
Better to take the head from that side. You have his head and I'll go and climb in. It'd be better to do it from inside, because they're going to want to start doing stuff around there.
This man needs urgent treatment. The fire service wastes no time cutting the car to get him out.
Nice and still. It's all right, it's okay. It's all right, it's all right, mate. Keep still. It's okay, mate. It's all right. Wait. It's all right, mate. It's all right.
Unable to communicate with the man, Mark can't find out what other injuries he's got.
All right, mate. It's okay.
If his spine is broken, the man's involuntary struggling could paralyse him.
Keep still.
Mark has to battle to keep him still.
Keep still. Keep still. It's all right.
The air ambulance carries a specialist A&E doctor who's authorised to give more powerful drugs.
He's trapped, he's got a head injury, he's not working with us very well, so to protect him, to protect his brain from any injury, we're going to put him off to sleep, giving him an anaesthetic, and then take him to hospital in a far more controlled manner than we would otherwise, having to hold him down and struggle all the way. So it's protecting him and protecting us, but mostly protecting his brain from any further injury.
Nearly done, matey. You're doing very well. All they're doing now is lifting the roof over us, and it's nice and clear then.
With the man partially sedated, the crew can quickly remove the roof and start to extricate him.
Well done. Just try to keep as still as you can, all right? Let me climb into the back and get in a better position so I can maintain the head. You got the head?
The medical team have assessed the patient and decided on the best hospital for him, which is just 3 minutes by road. It'll be quicker to take him in the ambulance.
When everybody's ready, it'll be on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Can we lay the ball back? Start to lay it back, support the board. Can we have some more buds around this side, please?
Here we go. On 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
We're going in. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I've got the head. Got the head?
On the ambulance, the doctors put the man to sleep completely for the journey.
what we've done is we've given him an anaesthetic. As you can see, he's now asleep just as he would be in hospital having an anaesthetic. All that means is I can control his breathing, control his oxygen, protect his brain from any further injury, and look after him in a far more stable situation.
Good to go? Massive passenger space intrusion. I'm amazed he's alive.
Oxfordshire, home to the biker paramedics of the South Central Ambulance Service. On duty this morning, paramedic Eddie Webb. A 999 call's coming in.
Yeah, I'm there is a 64-year-old male who is fitting.
Roger, copied.
The South Central Ambulance Service covers an area of 4,500 square miles, and the bikers are vital in getting help where it's needed fast. Today's call-out is to a location just 3 miles away. Eddie's at the scene in 5 minutes. The address he's been given is a marina on the Oxford Canal. Having a seizure near water is extremely dangerous. Luckily, the patient's with members of his family.
Right, what happened?
He had a bit of a fit. He had a heart attack about 3 years ago, and he had some slight brain injury.
Right.
And he'd had this before. He just had slight fits. Unfortunately, this time he just had a slight fit and fell down. It's not a very good place to fall down, as you can see. So
What's the chap's name?
Giles Goyd is my brother.
Giles?
Yes.
Giles? Do you remember what happened?
There's little Eddie can do for the man here on the ground. He needs to get him into an ambulance and off to hospital.
He has what's called Gardner's syndrome.
Yeah, he's got a
He was resuscitated from a heart attack and brought back to life. And
so he's got an internal,
he has an internal defibrillator. Yes.
Brugada's syndrome is a rare inherited condition that was only identified 20 years ago. Also known as sudden death syndrome, it causes the heart to stop without warning. Sufferers have an internal defibrillator implanted to automatically restart it.
Yes.
All right, Giles, we'll get you sorted out. And he fell down.
He fell down
on the
right
gravel
here on the gravel, right with his head there.
Giles's heart attack starved his brain of oxygen. The resulting brain damage now leaves him vulnerable to seizures.
How are you feeling just now?
Sorry?
How are you feeling just now?
He had a nasty bash, as you can see.
Yeah.
But
Giles,
flat.
what we're going to do is we're going to get you up onto a trolley and into the ambulance, all right? And we'll have a good look at you once we've got you in there.
Okay.
All right, just bear with us.
Yes, okay.
He was in what they call the post-ictal stage, which is the phase following a fit. So a bit confused, very sort of tired, a bit washed out, and that's typical behaviour after having had a fit. Because of his past medical history and his head injury and what had happened today with him having a fit, there wasn't really any reason to hang around here. If he's had a fit, it's a fair assumption that he could have another one, and that needs to be treated immediately. The head injury could have underlying fractures or anything like that, so it was better off that he was on his way to hospital rather than us messing about around here.
Luckily for Giles, Eddie and the ambulance were on scene fast. Giles will now be taken to hospital, where doctors will treat his facial injury and keep him under observation. Essex, early Sunday morning. On patrol, PC Lucy Watson. Lucy's the only woman among the 9-strong biker squad of the Essex Police. Since passing her exams a year ago, she's been patrolling her home patch between Basildon and Southend-on-Sea. Today, she's heading for a diner on the outskirts of Southend that's famous for its bike meets. But this is no social visit. Lucy's on a serious mission. She's promoting Bike Safe, a nationwide scheme to reduce the numbers of bikers killed and seriously injured on the roads.
I've been to 2 or 3 of these, and
right.
I think they're well worth it.
Bikers are more likely than any other road users to have accidents. Over 6,000 bikers are killed or seriously injured each year.
I don't know if you're interested, there's some leaflets there that...
For Lucy, a morning like this is the perfect opportunity to spread the word about safety and indulge her love of bikes.
New Essex Police Patrol bike? Maybe not. We'd never have time to clean it. It's lovely, isn't it? Is that the gold?
That's a super rocket.
Right.
It's 1962.
With bikers signed up for courses, Lucy's work here is done. She's back on her BMW R1200 RT and heading to Basildon when she's called to a collision.
Hello there.
You come about this episode here?
I have, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Were you one of the drivers?
Yes, yes.
How old are you, sir?
74.
Okay, so because you've been involved in a road traffic collision, I'm going to require a specimen of breath from you.
Certainly.
All right, I must warn you, if you fail or refuse to do that, then you could be arrested.
No,
Do you understand?
No.
Take a
I
deep.
don't drink.
Okay, take a deep breath, seal it around the tube, and blow until I tell you to stop, please. That'll do. Thank you. You get to keep that as a souvenir.
Oh, thank you. No arrest.
I'm not going to arrest you, sir, but I'm going to give you a quick interview in a moment. I just need to go and breathalyse the other driver, okay?
Meanwhile, Lucy's colleague Mark's got a hunch about this driver.
So where'd you get your sunglasses from?
My daughter bought me.
All right. So not a prescription or anything?
No.
Right, okay.
No.
Right down. Okay, down. Right. What's the registration plate of that vehicle over there?
RF.
Yeah?
Trying to read a registration plate on the other side of the road, he only manages 4 of the 7 characters correctly.
Okay. I'm going to caution you that you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention my question, something which you may later rely on in court, and anything that you do say may be given in evidence. Should you be wearing glasses when you drive?
Yeah.
Were you wearing those glasses?
Yeah, I put sunglasses.
That's why you take them out your pocket?
Yeah, well I put them on when I got out.
What I'm saying to you is those glasses are not prescription glasses and they will not assist you in terms of your vision for driving. Am I right or wrong?
I had them on when I was driving.
Yeah, but they're not prescription, are they?
No.
So if they're not prescription...
Oh yeah, they are.
They're not...
Yeah, I've got my benefit. They are prescription.
You lied to me. You just said to me that they weren't.
No, well
You're under caution?
Yeah, I know. After that,
So...
They're in there. What's there?
No.
I had them on when I was driving.
No. You have irrespective of that, you have difficulty in reading that number plate because that is not the registration plate of that vehicle.
Basically what I'm going to do is interview you under caution in relation to the collision, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with you. Okay, I wish to question you in relation to a road traffic collision.
I haven't signed nothing.
Okay.
What?
Did you just sign that for me?
I'm not signing nothing.
You're already under caution. I'm going to be reporting you for careless driving.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to offer you the driver improvement scheme, but if you don't, would save you going.
40 years.
Okay. Well, we'll see you in court for careless driving then.
Defective or uncorrected eyesight is the cause of nearly 50 fatal or serious traffic accidents every year.
Yeah, all right. You're just taking them off. They've got to be somewhere close to hand, aren't they? Come on. What is it going to be? Are they your driving glasses?
No, they're not.
All right, well you've got another set in there, haven't you? You've got another set of glasses in your pocket.
They're for reading.
Right. Okay. Nobody knows your glasses like you know your glasses. So, I'm telling you now. Where are the glasses? Are you telling me those are the glasses you're wearing when you're driving? Bear in mind you're under caution. No, right, so why are we looking through them then? Right, you've got another pair in there, try them on.
No,
are you absolutely certain? Because I'm giving you every opportunity here, fella. You've got 2 pairs on now. Right, so either one of those pair of glasses, which one of those, if at all, were you wearing when you're driving? Are you wearing that pair?
Yeah.
You think you are? Is that a yes, I was, officer, or a no, I wasn't? Then. Right, come this way then.
Mark set up an improvised sight test with a traffic cone and a tape measure. By law, drivers must be able to read a number plate that's 20 metres away.
Look that way, you see a blue car?
Yeah.
tell me what the registration of the blue car is?
I can't read it.
Why can't you read it? Is it out of focus? Is it out of focus for you? Okay. Look, keep your glasses on. Keep your glasses on. Because they're going to help you, aren't they? Keep looking at the registration plate.
Yeah.
And tell me when you can start to read it.
The man has to walk nearly 9 meters towards the car before he gets the number plate right.
Excellent. We got them in the end. Look down. Come on this side so you can see where my foot is. Right. 38 feet. Whatever that is in meters, I'm an imperial man myself. Alright? So, the law says, just so as you know, you should be able to read a number plate with either unassisted eyesight or assisted eyesight, i.e. with your glasses on or off, whatever's good for you, whatever works, from no less than 67 feet, which is where that cone is. You couldn't read it until we've gotten to here, yeah, which is 38. Alright, so you're well within. Alright? So we bottom that out. I'm not making...
Lucy's not impressed.
It's just quite arrogant, really. He can't see anything wrong with his driving, trying to blame other people. You know, I've got some issues with his eyesight and that will be reported to the DVLA. But it's not uncommon.
The driver pleaded guilty to careless driving, was fined £100 and received 6 points on his licence. In Birmingham, it's mid-morning and a 999 call's coming in. Responding, biker paramedic Steve Harris. The call is from a school. A child's had a nasty fall in the playground and hit her head. This could be serious. Every year, over 40,000 children are admitted to hospital after playground accidents. That's over 100 a day. The school's just over 3 miles away. Steve must get there as soon as possible. Within 5 minutes, he's arriving on scene. A member of staff's waiting to meet him.
Are you with our lady?
Yeah? Yeah, this is her dad.
Your dad? So tell me what's happened.
She's in the playground.
Okay.
She's playing tick and tag with her friends, and she fell over.
Okay.
She smashed her head on the floor. Okay. It was quite a slap as well.
The effects of a head injury in childhood can be life-changing.
Does it hurt? Yeah. And just on your head or anywhere else? And have you got a headache?
The first thing Steve checks for are signs of concussion.
You feel sick? Yeah?
She's in year 2.
Apart from when you fell over, you haven't fallen over since? You haven't been sick? Can I have a look underneath that and see what's there? You put your hand where the pain is. It's just there. Not going to press you, I promise. I think what we ought to do, because it's been half an hour and you still feel poorly, I think we ought to pop you down the hospital and get the nurse to have a look at you. Is that okay?
Headache and nausea after a blow to the head are 2 symptoms of concussion. A child with such an injury must be monitored closely for the next few hours.
Has she had any sort of Calpol, paracetamol?
No, because we don't prescribe it. We don't. Yeah, give it to the parents. Parents' duty to do that.
And how old is she?
How old are you now?
You're a dad, you should know. I should have asked you, shouldn't I? Instead of asking your dad. Pop that in, and then take a big drink of water. Swallow it down. Now a big drink. Okay, 10 minutes or so, you should start to feel a bit better. When you fell down, did you hurt yourself anywhere else? Big deep breath for me. Breathe in, hand out. It doesn't hurt your chest or your back, no? You've walked into here, and when you were walking, were your legs okay? Yeah? I've got a torch here, just want to shine this in your eyes, all right? Can you look at me? Straight at me.
Because of the severity of her fall, it's essential that Sana gets checked over in hospital to rule out the possibility of bleeding in the brain.
That's fine. Right, Sana, shall we pop you in the ambulance car? Yeah? Here we go. Up you come. Not every child who bumps a head needs to be assessed in hospital. In this case, because it had been going on for some time, over half an hour, because of the amount of pain she was in and the dizziness and nausea, it's best to get her checked just to make sure that there's no underlying problem.
Birmingham, early morning. There's been a major crash.
Reports of an RTC near the Birmingham City football ground. That's as much as we know.
The calls to a road traffic collision on the other side of the city. When Mark arrives, both drivers are out of their cars, but one is extremely distressed.
Hello, my name's Ross. I'm going to have a little look at you, all right. So, you and the incursion? Okay. Where are you hurt at the moment? What's your first name? Aoife. Okay.
Any sign of back pain means Mark must keep Aoife's head as still as possible. Any injury could have been made worse by getting out of the car.
No. I want you to keep your head, your neck and your back nice and still. All right. Just go. It's all right. You're going to be okay. All right. It's a piece of metal. That's all it is. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not his car. You're wearing your seatbelt and that in the car. Yeah. All right.
Mark's worried about broken vertebrae. Crashes are extremely dangerous for the spine and are the #1 cause of spinal injury in the UK. The spine is made up of 33 vertebrae, and all the nerves controlling every limb and organ in the body run down the middle of them.
Keep nice and still. How young are you?
18.
18.
Intact, the spine's a strong structure, but if just one vertebra is broken, it can be enough to sever the nerves, causing permanent paralysis.
Keep nice and still. It's really important now that you keep still. All right. What we're going to do in a second, we're just going to lie you straight back with a board behind you. Young lady's driver of the Peugeot. You can see front end damage. Out the vehicle, walking around on scene. C-spine's clear. She does have a lumbar region tenderness on palpation. So I've explained to her that we need to immobilise her. Yep. So that's what we'll do. All right. What we'll do is you just hold the blanket. What we're going to do in a second, we're just going to lie you down. It's going to feel like you're falling. You're not falling. All right. You just got to trust us. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
The risk is so great that Mark and the ambulance crew have to take every precaution before trying to move Aoife.
What we're going to do is just feed the board up. We won't move her, we'll just feed the board up.
Then we'll sort out.
Yeah. Okay, on 3. On your call, chap?
Yeah.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, sweetheart, you're doing really well.
Okay.
Oh, my back.
Is it still the same place?
Oh, yep, it's really bad now. Ow!
Just going to go tight across your chest, right?
I'm not going to do it tight, sweetheart. Alright, I know it's there. It's alright, it's my back. I know.
Just let your body go all in. Try not to tense, all right?
It's worse than a little bit. Alright, Bruce, then.
Dad on his way now.
Just going to go tight.
It's just to keep you nice and still, alright?
It's alright.
I've got to give you a breathalyzer, I'll do it on the ambulance. It's a fairly old vehicle, and it is equipped with airbags, but they've not gone off for whatever reason. And unfortunately, it's come to meet a very expensive Mercedes car that's, I believe, got 6 miles on the clock and was about to be picked up by a customer. Needless to say, he's not going to be picking it up now. She's walking on scene, no pins and needles, GCS 15. What she's complaining of is classic whiplash type injuries. The adrenaline starts to pump, and it's only 10, 15, 20 minutes after the accident they start to feel a bit of a twinge here, start to ache. So it's a reasonable distance away from the steering wheel. She's got a seatbelt on, no airbag. I'm sure had the airbag been deployed, that would have restricted her movement even more, and maybe she wouldn't have the complaint that she's got now.
Aoife will be taken to hospital, where her spine will be x-rayed, and doctors will investigate the cause of the pain in her back.
We believe the customer was due to pick this vehicle up at 12 o'clock today, and it's now 10:15 in the morning. Somehow I don't think he's going to be collecting his car today. And we believe the car's worth about 60 grand, so 60 grand worth of car, you've waited 6 weeks, 6 miles on the clock. I think it was me, I'd be crying.
North Yorkshire, late Saturday morning. A busy time on the roads for the officers of the North Yorkshire Police Biker Squad. On duty today, PC Martin Smith. This morning, Martin's patrolling the A1M dual carriageway south of Darlington. He's not long been on the road when the blue van up ahead catches his eye. He signals for it to pull over.
Oh yeah. Now the reason I've stopped you is because your van's doing a lot of bouncing. I just want to have a look at your back suspension. I don't know whether your shocks are tired or... They're not normally as bouncy as that. All right. Right, let's just have a look at the back end first. Is it loaded? It's obviously empty. Just all right, just a parcel. In fact, all weight's up front, isn't it?
That loud.
All right. See if we can see anything. You say it's MOT'd?
Definitely MOT.
Till when?
And what it's done. Maybe about 6 months since it was done. I can't think how far.
Right. Without being cheeky, how are you for bending down?
Go on.
That's absolutely jiggered.
Yeah.
Go have a look at the one.
Yeah,
it's
it is,
leaking like Billy.
yeah.
On average, one driver every week is killed or seriously injured on the UK's roads as a direct result of defective steering or suspension.
If that shock were mounted on there straight, it should be of a
sort of handle, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly it's going to work because you can see what's happened. That one's gone dry.
Yeah,
this one's jiggered seal. Because the thing is, I mean, you're from Richmond, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm off to Darlington now.
Right. Well, to be fair, you're not going with that.
Right.
Because as soon as you get on a twisty, bendy road, and forgive me jumping on it, there's absolutely, look at that.
Yeah, I can understand that, yeah.
As soon as you start going on a road and that van starts to bounce,
yeah,
it's going to affect the front end and you're not going anywhere. I'm not going to be over nasty about it, but it's not right.
No, that's fair enough.
All right, so I say I don't want you involved in an accident, then you can't explain. I'm looking at the van as I'm riding along, as you do, things occur to you. And every undulation he goes to, instead of the van rising and falling with the suspension bumping, you can see that the van then starts to bounce in time with the suspension. And the shock absorbers on the van, this one has obviously leaked and gone dry and it's jiggered the seals and it's just solid. The other one on that side, it's in the process of going, the seal is damaged, it's poured fluid out all down the shock absorber, but neither is absorbing the shock from the vehicle. And I say, I'm not going to be daft with you, but I'm going to go by ministry standards, but I mean, in my opinion, it should not be going anywhere.
They're not good, I agree. As I say, I didn't know though.
Obviously,
I noticed it bouncing up and down and kicking stuff about it back at van.
Right. Well, the only thing I can say is if it's been bouncing up and down, it's shifted load to the front near at better end, hasn't it? Right, it says if they're malfunctioning or fractured, likely to affect the steering, which that is, then the vehicle should come off the road. All right? So I think what I'm going to do, because obviously it affects me if I let that vehicle go and anything goes wrong, and it's a bit like Russian roulette. Any one day of the week it might not go wrong, but another day it might. So I'm going to take the vehicle off the road.
So where will we be putting it?
Right, well, have you got a garage that can come out and pick it up and tow it? It should go full lift.
What do you mean full lift?
Off the road.
No, it should go off the road, he says.
Fortunately, the driver has a friend with a pickup who's on his way.
As long as your documentation is in order, it's a fine and no points. Because obviously it's going to cost you money to put it right, and it's going to cost you money to put it through an MOT test. So I suppose if punishment is meted out by money, it's going to cost you money. All right, it's the same as a rather large parking ticket, I would suppose. It costs a lot more. All right.
What's it cost this
£60. All right. That vehicle now has to be repaired and then taken for an MOT. The only reason it should be on the road is going to or from that pre-arranged MOT. So 7 days for documents, 28 days to pay. The prohibition comes off subject to the MOT.
Right, that's great.
Any problems? Go into Richmond Police Station, ask them for him.
Mr. Maintenance, how Andy?
All right, take care. The problem comes is I hear this a lot, oh, you're very severe. But if that vehicle's involved in an accident, and we don't know which vehicle's going to be involved in which accident where, and it's as a result of the shock absorbers, the handling, causing that accident, then we have mayhem and we have lots of questions and then people want inquiries. The problem is you're then dealing with it after the event. And if a person is severely injured or their life's taken away, it's too late, really.
The man was given a £60 fine and he'll have to get his van fixed if he wants to use it on the roads again. 220 miles south, the city of Oxford. Biker paramedic Eddie Webb is receiving a 999 call. An 85-year-old man with Parkinson's disease has had a nasty fall. Parkinson's is an illness of the nervous system. It affects more than 120,000 people in the UK. Nerve cells in the brain start to fail, preventing proper communication with the body. Common symptoms are shaking, difficulty with movement, and poor coordination. Falls are common and can be serious.
I don't know about that. Hello there. Hello. What's happened to you then?
I fell over. Using the laboratory.
Right. Have you hurt yourself at all? Just on your hand there?
That's really the main thing.
Okay. What do we call you? Francis.
Francis, a retired Oxford University academic, was only diagnosed with Parkinson's disease a year ago.
That flap probably needs a good clean, and it probably doesn't need stitched, but it probably needs put back in place.
Can you do that?
I'm afraid not. I've not got the facilities to clean it properly so that you've got no chance of an infection or something like that in it later. So what we'll do is we'll get you onto an ambulance and get you popped up and get them to have a look at it, if that's all right.
Yes, fine.
Yep, okay. And you say you've hurt your back a little bit?
Banged it on that structure, you know. The thing they give you to put in the top of a laboratory.
All right, yeah, on the cistern.
No, on the seat.
On the seat, all right, okay, doke. Where about in your back does it hurt?
Just about the middle.
About the middle. So how about you? How does your neck feel?
Fine.
So no pain there.
No pain there.
No pain there.
No, I don't think it's anything, honestly.
Parkinson's is degenerative. Once it starts, it will just get worse and worse. There's no cure.
Let me just pop this on the back of your hand, Francis, and then I'll pop it in place with a bandage. Is that all right?
Yes,
If you can just hold it on your lap there for a second, and I'll get a bandage to put on it. Please to keep in place.
How long do you think that'll be away?
Not too long. They'll get you back as soon as practical to get you back, that's for sure. Don't you fancy an overnight stay then?
Not much.
I don't blame you. Hospital food these days. But watch what I say, I'll be getting into trouble for saying things like that.
The cut is deep, but not serious. It will need hospital treatment to be properly cleaned out and perhaps stitched. But Eddie has other concerns.
Have you had a few falls then?
1 or 2 years.
You have?
That's it, Parkinson's.
Is that what makes you lose your balance?
Probably, yes.
Yeah. Okay. How long have you had this then?
Best part of a year.
All right.
Not very long.
No, no. Do you use it as a walking frame or a stick or anything at all, Francis?
I've got a Zimmer frame.
Yeah, a frame to walk in front of.
Behind.
To walk behind, sorry, yes. Yeah, it's in front, yeah.
Eddie's worried about Francis falling again. As people with Parkinson's gradually deteriorate, the health service works to make their homes safe. Rails and handles can be installed to aid walking, and sharp objects and edges removed to prevent serious injury in the event of a fall.
Wheels at the back, so just going to wheel you out. You can get her on in a second.
Francis will be in and out of hospital quickly, but this fall may signify a change of living arrangements at home.
The main thing from this chap's point of view is that we've got the falls team involved, and they'll come out and assess his house and assess him, and if there's any aids that they can give him to help his mobility, then that'll be done.
Birmingham city centre, late afternoon. An emergency calls come in to paramedic biker Steve. A man's collapsed in the street. The call's only a few hundred yards away, but the only detail Steve's got is that a man's unconscious at a bus stop somewhere on this busy city centre junction. Steve sees someone waving to attract his attention.
Hi.
mate. I'm not sure, but...
Hello there. Hiya. Hello there. Hiya. Come on, open your eyes.
Steve can smell alcohol, but until he's eliminated everything else, he can't be sure what the problem is.
Members of the public believe he's drunk, but until I've done this test, I'm not going to say that's the problem. I am not jumping to conclusions. Okay, he's drunk. Hello there. Come on, wake up.
While Steve's begun rousing the man, Mark's arrived as backup. It's not unknown for drunks to turn on the ambulance crew, but this man seems quite docile.
Wake up for me. Come on, mate. How much you had to drink? Hello? Talk to me. How much you had to drink? You speak English? You do speak English. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? You can't go to sleep. You got to keep your eyes open. Come on, mate. Have you hurt yourself? Do you have any pain? Come on, mate. What are you doing? What's going to happen? How's that feel? Unfortunately, because we're not getting any joy out of it, what can we do? We can't really leave him in the bus stop. I'm sure he's going to end up on the floor again and we'll have another 999 call. So we'll wait for an ambulance to come and have a word with the crew, see how cooperative he is about being taken away.
The language barrier's not making it easy for Steve to gather any information about the man.
Do you suffer with anything? Do you have medical problems? You had nothing to drink? No?
No.
Okay, we'll pop you down to hospital.
Mark has a go at getting through.
Polish? Yeah. Polski? Yeah.
He's picked up a couple of words of Polish, so it's worth a try.
Jak to masz?
You speak
Polski?
Yeah.
No.
The ambulance crew arrives to take the man to hospital.
Let's put you in the ambulance.
Ambulance,
yeah? Come on.
Dudley Road.
Dudley Road?
Yeah.
Best thing we can do, pop him up to the local casualty, let them have him. He'll stay there a couple of hours and then presumably be released and have a walk back home, wherever that is. You know, he's not incoherent, he's trying to talk. He recognises some words. He told us Dudley Road. I'm sure if we manage to get a proper name out of him, he'll be on record at Dudley Road Hospital. So, yeah. I'll leave you with it.
Yeah, just
all right, thank you.
It's not just in their day jobs that Mark and Steve like to make a difference. This evening, they're at a local social club, helping out with a fundraising effort very close to Steve's heart.
We're trying to raise money for the Acorns Children's Hospice. My partner's grandson was a patient in the hospice and died there. The job that we do is, you know, we're helping people who need us. Well, sometimes we and our families need help themselves. Over the last few years, we've raised just under £24,000 and we're going to add to that tonight.
Tonight's star turns, helping raise the cash, are four-legged friends. Because this evening, ferret racing's come to Smethwick.
It's an excellent evening. I've brought the wife and the kids, thoroughly enjoy it. And I do hear they've got a grey ferret that looks a bit like Steve.
If it's grey, I shall have it. I shall bet on that.
As the evening gets underway, Steve makes himself useful taking the bets.
So you want 2 for number 6? 2 number 6.
I ain't giving my money to him.
Give it to me.
I'll give it to you, I ain't giving it to him.
Tonight's main event is a special emergency bikers race, but there are several other races first.
Ready, steady, let's go!
Ferrets are fast and can reach top speeds of over 40 miles an hour in pursuit of their prey. But today's races are unlikely to set any records.
2, 3, 5, 6. Thank you.
But the money's still rolling in.
I'm shattered already.
Finally, Steve and Mark get to meet their namesakes, Flymo Ferret and Forest Ferret. Flymo Ferret's in lane 1 and Forest Ferret's in lane 2.
There's ours. I mean, look how scrawny yours is.
Doesn't matter. Come on, look. Flymo's eager to go, look. Look at that. No shouting Forest. Flymo, all right? You're a blue supporter.
And they're off. A lot's resting on these 2 laps of the course. Biker's honour and a £20 prize.
Yes! Come on, Flymo! Come on! Come on! Come on! Stop!
Flymo's out first. But there's a steward's inquiry. Did Flymo Ferret completely cross the line?
Number 1's been turned. That's number 4. Yeah. That case number 4-1. Oh,
What
well.
number were you?
2.
Where did 2 come?
After 1.
I rest my case.
Oh, dear me.
The ferret versions of Forest and Flymo might not have been first over the line, but for their human counterparts, it's been a very successful night, raising over £1,000.
I think the best ferret won.
Well, not necessarily the best. You know, I mean, yes, I accept that yours was out the tube first. But I mean, mine was just, it was a bit slow, that's all.
20 quid then. My feet was on speed first. Well, out the 2 of us anyway.
The man injured in the RTC spent a week in hospital being treated for his head injury.
Is it still the same place?
Aoife was taken to hospital. She hadn't broken any bones, but had badly bruised her ribcage. Giles recovered from his seizure, but needed 2 stitches above his right eye. Sana had mild concussion and had to take 3 days off school, but is better now. And Francis had the cut on his hand glued in hospital, but sadly has had several falls since. However, he's had a lot of improvements made to his house, including new banisters and handrails.